Hey guys, Black Rose Duelist here with my top 5 decks of June 2016. This is a segment I do every month, and it's interesting to see how the tides change. So we're going to jump right into number 5 right now with Cliports. Cliports is a re-entry on the list. It was absent, I think, since either March or February. But it's now made a comeback, even though it's really big hit on the ban list, last list, because of lose one turn. It really helped the deck. The pros to Cliports are it has very consistent searches with getting Scout. You have Summoner's Art to get your Scout, and then you have 2 Scouts. So it's basically like you have 5 Scouts. Great traps, and you have OTK possibilities. With the pendulum mechanic. The cons are Mind Crush when you're trying to get your 1 to 2 scout that's in your deck now. If they get 2 Mind Crushes on your scouts, it can really hurt you. MST slash the Galaxy Cyclone, and lack of power now with sacrifice to 1. So yeah, Cliport's at number 5. Number 4 is Shaddolls. Shaddolls are going down 2 spots on this list. Mainly because they kind of lost their steam. They were said to be the second to first best deck last format, but it kind of fell off the radar. I guess they kind of just didn't live up to the expectations. Their pro is their Nekroz matchup has kind of went up a bit with the new fusion. They still have Dark Arm Dragon, BLS, and Valor, which help the deck, and just random pluses whenever anything really dies or gets sent to the graveyard. The cons are its vulnerability to traps, overall mediocre matchups now, and forced out-of-deck cards, like having to play Mathematicians. I know it helps the deck, but a deck functions a lot better when everything is its own deck. Like Nekroz, everything is a Nekroz card, and that kind of benefits the deck. So Shaddolls are down 2 spots this list. We might see them come back, but they did kind of flop this month. Number 3, we have Satellar Knights. It's been number 3, I think, 2 to 3 months now. It's kind of staying in the top 5, but never taking number 1 now for a while. Its pros are the instant advantage with Altair getting about +2 to 3 with just 1 normal summon. It has traps for days, including their own Infernity Barrier. And it has its own Stratos as a Deneb, and Stratos never hurt nobody. Its cons is it bricks really bad with all traps, like Call the Haunted and the Alpha thing. It doesn't have the strongest plays. It has comeback plays, but you don't really get huge big monsters off and big advantage at the end of it. And hand traps like Valor and Maxi can really just turn the tide of the battle with just 1 activation. So that's what makes the Satellar Knights number 3 on this list, but still a very good contender. Number 2 is a bit of a surprise, and it's jumping 2 spots on this list. Burning Abyss was a big surprise during the 150th YCS, and China took it by storm. It was the second most represented deck in the tournament, and actually did pretty well. Its new crossover soul support is pretty decent. I think some of it was used. Double Dante is still pretty great, this format, and Dark Law is a great out to the Nekroz matchup, and Shaddol. It has really relevant traps, like burning the Fire Lake thing, and Phoenix Swinging Blast. Its cons are Torgai is the one. The Nekroz matchup is still pretty meh, but it has a good matchup against basically everything else, except for Nekroz and Ritual Beast, where if they just get 1 simple D-Fissure or macro, it's kind of game over. So besides that, Burning Abyss have really improved this month, and we might see it stay at number 2, but definitely number 1 goes to Nekroz. Nekroz has now been number 1 for 4 months on my list, through March, April, May, and now June. Its pros are it's still consistent as heck. You basically get any hand you want your first turn still, but not as well as you did before. You can recycle Valk. Basically, if you're in a losing position, you can just keep on recycling your Valkyrises and make it so your opponent can't kill you. This is great in time, as you can see in future matches and stuff. The Division Lock is still very prevalent and can kill several matchups, especially Shaddolls and Nekroz Mirror Match. The cons are the super hate Everyone's main decking and siding hate towards the Nekroz matchup, so that's some bad thing about it. Also, it's loss of consistency during the ban list, and hand traps have a pretty good advantage on them. So that's my list for June 2015. Thank you for watching. I try to bring new stuff to the list every time. This time I try to bring better and new art and quality. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Comment your top 5 in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys later. Please like, comment, subscribe.